Hey guys, today I'll be reviewing the Incredible Hulk coaster at Universal Orlando Resort. This is a launched B&M sit-down that just got refurbed, and this ride is fantastic. Okay, so first up, before I continue, let's start with stats. It is 110 feet, so it's not that tall. Its maximum speed is 67 miles per hour, which makes it the fastest coaster at Universal Orlando, and has 7 inversions, and has a duration of like a minute or like 45 seconds or something like that. And also, it has a max G-force of 4, so this also pulls the most G-force of any coaster at Universal. And let's get to this. This ride is intense. This is probably one of the most intense coasters in Orlando, for sure, definitely. I've nearly blacked out on this ride a few times. It's intense. I can never get enough of this ride. Also, this ride at night is literally the bomb. Right now, my second favorite ride I've done at night so far, only behind Journey to Atlantis. But when I talk about actual roller coasters, not like a wire coaster, this has the best night ride that I've done so far. This night ride is amazing. It has like all these lights. There's spotlights too, and also the front of the car is lit up. It's amazing. Who wouldn't want to ride this coaster after seeing an entrance? Plus, the entrance is beautiful as it can be. Who wouldn't want to ride this after seeing an entrance this great? It's an amazing looking entrance. Now, this ride, it was down originally for refurb. Here's a picture of the original coaster, the Incredible Hulk. This, you can see, it really needed it. The track was rusty. It wasn't very great looking. It was very outdated. However, the only thing that I miss about this was the roar, pretty much. However, this was this was like one of probably the roughest B&M ever made. I mean, I've heard Alpengeist I know people say Alpengeist is rough. I didn't think Alpengeist was rough. I think this ride was rough before. It really banged her head all over the place. It was not that good of a B&M coaster. I mean, I still loved it, but I mean, it did kind of suck how it was rough. However, I'm glad they refurbed it. And also, inside the queue line before, oh my gosh, it smelled nasty. It smelled like sweat in there. Oh my gosh, there was barely any AC in there. It felt uncomfortable there. I mean, there's still, like, you could barely feel any AC. You're still sweating there. There's not really much AC in the queue line. There never really was. But it's not as bad now. It doesn't smell like sweat because there's, like, fog now that overpowers it, which I love that. It just, of course, Hulk's now like nice looking. It kind of looked ugly. It kind of looked nasty. I'm not gonna lie. However, let's stop talking about the concept. So yeah, like I was saying, Hulk was one of the roughest B&M coasters ever before, and it just got refurbed. And yes, it's not the smoothest coaster. I'm gonna say that it's not the smoothest roller coaster I've ridden. There's still some headbanging that occurs. However, it's much better than before, and the refurb was worth the time. It's just, this ride's amazing. It's powerful, intense. It causes you to gray out, and it's amazing. I don't know what to say. Also, the onboard audio. I love the onboard audio on the Hulk. The onboard audio makes it all worth your time. The onboard audio is like one of the best things I've ever listened to. So yeah, the onboard audio just makes it all that better. It just, yeah. Before then, the ride didn't have audio, and yeah, I like it this much more now because of the fact there's onboard audio. Okay, now let's move on to coaster. Video credits go to you, David Battle. Thank you for making such a great video. Okay, first off, so you exit the station, which is like one of the nicest things ever, and you go into this launch tunnel. And just gotta say, wow, this thing, like, it makes your eyes go wide. It's beautiful. And then all of a sudden, you launch out of the tunnel at 40 miles per hour. So you're not hitting your max speed yet, and you go to this 0G roll, which is my favorite part of the ride, actually. And then you hit 67 miles per hour and go through this cobra roll. Now, this is the part where it makes you nearly black out if you get such a good ride on it. The G's are very constant, which is I love. And you get to a vertical loop, which is, this is a good vertical loop, and into the tunnel of mist, which this tunnel is amazing. And through this helix, which can actually be really intense. I'm not gonna lie, this ride is really intense in general. Then there's corkscrew. The corkscrew is a little rough, but yeah. Then you get to this vertical loop. This vertical loop is intense. You can really feel the G's at this point, and get through this like little twisty section. And then you fly like over the brake run into a mid-course brake run, which sometimes the mid-course brake runs transitions a little snappy. However, it's not that bad sometimes. So you enter the drop into this course where you can actually get a decent amount of hang time, and you make another like right turn, and then into a final helix, and then you enter the final brakes. And just I love the audio on Hulk. And yeah, it's just after the break runs over, you feel like you've accomplished, right? Like it feel like you're like, what did I just get into? That's what you feel like at the end. It's amazing. I don't know what to say. So yeah, Hulk is like one of the best coasters I've ridden. Actually, right now my number 13 coaster. I'm gonna say that it's not my top 10, but it's not my top 15. I say this is the best coaster at Universal, definitely. And there's just so much I love about this roller coaster. So I'm gonna finally give this a overall score out of 10, and I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10. This is a fantastic coaster. I've always been a fan of this ride. It's much better than it was before. It's smooth, intense, a lot of fun. And that will do it for my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want more, comment below. See you guys next time. Please out, Rainbow Trout.